Hi, everybody. Welcome to the 229th episode of Twisted Strands. Thank you for joining me today. My name is Jeannie, but you can call me JD. I'm so used to looking at the. This is me recording with my webcam. Sorry for the movement. On my laptop because I hate what the laptop has for a camera, so I attached the Macintosh one. The sound seems fine. I did a test of that, and the visuals are so much better than the camera on the laptop. So we're going to give this a shot. Dad is piling toys on top of the cat, and she's looking at him like he's crazy. So anyway, I've got a bunch of finished objects, one whip, and let's get started. I'm going to show you one thing I've been working on this week, in addition to what I finished. This is, oh, where the heck? Moved my notes. Anyway, this is a prayer shawl designed by Lois Chiquette. You saw this last week. And whoa, the yarn is crisscrossing. Oh, no. Where was I last week? Oh, I was here last week. And as you can see, ow, stupid nails. I was here last week, and I have finished 2 balls of Lion Brand Hometown in the Grand Rapids color. And I'm really enjoying this knit. And I'm keeping this in so far in my Limitless Crafter butterfly bag. It's still big enough. Mostly. I kind of jam it in there. But it works. I ordered some more yarn for this because I'm on my last skein of Hometown, but I ordered the wrong color. Anyway, so that's my whip. And I did do a tiny bit of shopping. I really do like Turtle Pearl yarns, and when she started showing this new colorway, it's a self-striping, and it's called Iris and Sata. I immediately went over to her Etsy shop, which is turtlepearl.etsy.com, and I purchased this. And look at this! I got this yesterday, and it's just beautiful. 2 exact little skeins of self-striping yarn. All I got to do is wind it, and I'll have 2 almost identical socks. Let's see, matching socks if I wind them and start them correctly. So that's pretty awesome. And like I said, I've gotten a custom dyed order from her before, and I ordered this today. I think it was late last week or something. She shipped these all the way from Canada, and it came relatively quickly. So once again, happy customer of Turtle Pearl Yarns. And I am working on a spinning project. I'm using some mystery wool mixed with silk. I have no idea if this is alpaca or superwash merino, but there's definitely some bamboo or something in there. So this is out of my color comfort zone. Really, I will probably give away or sell this yarn that is the result of this, because I don't necessarily like the color, but why not? I need the practice. I want to do some things. So that's what I'm spinning. I was going to take the bobbin off. Cleo's right back here. Yeah, my sweet little girl. Right? Yeah. He's doing something. I don't know. Anyway, so that's what I'm spinning for practice. Now, onto the finished objects. Now, if you remember, I was making the diamond kerchief cowl, and that is designed by Alexis Hoy. And this was where I was last week. And I finished it. And blocked it. And of course there's a mistake or two or three. And I did use up on the top and in the back here where you're supposed to join. There it is. I did use my second skein of handspun that I had set aside for this. And of course the weather is now very warm and I will not be using this until next year. But I'm very pleased with this project. So that is the Diamond Kerchief Cowl. It's a paid pattern on Ravelry. And this is something special that I made for my dad for his birthday. It is the Elephant No. 2 dishcloth. I used Burnett Handicraft. And it's an elephant. And it's designed by Emily Jagos. I actually finished this in an evening, which is pretty impressive for me. Even dishcloths can take me a while to do, so that's going back to his dishcloth collection. And I did some weaving this week. I took some Mystery Brown acrylic in worsted for the warp, and I used Vanna's Choice from Lion Brand. Clearly I'm a Lion Brand fan. And the color is Cambridge. It's got pretty tweedy, silky looking color in it. And I just plain wove this on my wide rigid heddle loom. And I let the fringe be. Unfortunately, since I'm a novice, sometimes I end up with issues like the edges coming in when I use hem stitching. But I'm still pretty pleased. It also came out a little short as far as I'm concerned, but it's long enough to curl around you. So this will be donated to my church as soon as I'm done with washing it, and I'll submit it to them. Look, Luke, you're a Jedi. Glamorous Jedi with little pretty bits of color. So this is going to get donated to my church, and the color is pretty true with this camera too, which I'm grateful. And I haven't touched my cross stitching, and I haven't touched my other whips, so that's it for this week. At least I got some finished objects for you. Now on to stuff and junk. Now, I haven't touched my reading, but I have been playing with my video games. I've been playing Sims and watching Let's Play in Sims. I got Cleo's tail. No, I don't. So, the thing about The Sims is occasionally they put out these stuff packs, and sometimes I go nuts for them and pick them up the day they're available. And sometimes I ask myself, why would they do that? And this is why would they do that. They, for some reason, instead of giving us more of an expansion pack where you get seasons or you get pets or it invites some wonderful gameplay into it. They did a bowling stuff pack. I like bowling, don't get me wrong. Bowling is cool when you're doing it, but watching Sims Bowl, I need to be sold on this stuff pack before I even consider buying it, because I don't see the reason for paying $20 for a stuff pack where you watch your Sims Bowl. I don't know. I'd buy the dining out, which is where you can create new restaurants and a new place to meet people. I guess that's what they're thinking with the bowling party. I'm just a little disappointed in that stuff pack, and I might not buy it. Who knows? So that's... Oh, and Horsehaven. I've been playing a lot of Horsehaven. But that's kind of normal for me. I'm an everyday player. It's a dinky little game put out by Ubisoft, and you can download it on your mobile device for Android or iOS, and you breed and race horses, and I love it. I don't know why. I'm always checking up on my horses. Then again, I love horses, so there you go. Now, on to other things. This is more crafty, and one of my friends who is in my Stitch and Mitch group got really excited when I mentioned Stitch Mania, which is a thing that floss tubers and cross stitching and needlepoint people do during May. They start a project every day for at least the first half of May. And I mentioned this to her last year, and we both said, dude, why don't we start a new project yarn-wise every day for the month of May until we go nuts. So what she wants our Stitch and Mitch group to do, and what I'd like to do in the forum that I've got for Twisted Strands, I'd like to have the exact same thing for our group. I'll start a thread, and the first part starts tomorrow. Dad, the flashlight is coming into the screen here, dude.
Too bad.
Oh. No idea what he's doing. Anyway, so April is the month where you have the chance to finish your whips. So starting tomorrow, I'm going to tackle my works in progress and try to get those taken off the needles. Probably going to work on my crochet scarf, the chevron stitch scarf, and the Japanese garden shawl, which has been put aside for prayer shawls. And that's what I want to play with for the very beginning of April. I mean, I feel like I'm almost done with that Japanese garden shawl. It's really pretty, and it's not a complicated stitch pattern anymore, so that's what I'm going to start working with. And then May, when May comes around, you'll have your needles free, at least a few, and you start a project every day. Just cast right on. Doesn't have to be complicated, doesn't have to be simple. Just start a project every day for May. I know with knitting or crochet it sounds a little crazy, but hell, it doesn't matter if you do a dishcloth every day. You can do dishcloth a day or half a dishcloth a day. Doesn't matter. Just start a project every day in May until you go nuts. So, oh, and weavers, of course. Weaving can do that too. So it'll be a really neat way to burn some stash, I think. Which I will need to do because I'm going to be at a fiber festival. I'm going to the Steel City Fiber Festival, and that's in 2 weeks, I believe. It's April 7th and 8th. So I'm going to be there, and probably mostly on Saturday. So if you are in the New Jersey, Pennsylvania area, and you want to meet up, just send me a message via email or Instagram or whatever. And just let me know if you want to meet up. I'll be there on Saturday, probably during the midday time. So, Steel City Fiber Festival, I will be there. And I will probably buy fiber and yarn or tools, maybe even jewelry. So, that's where I'm going to be. And what else did I want to mention? That's it. Anyway, I want to thank you for watching me today. I really appreciate it. I've got my cup of coffee. Gonna meet with my Stitch and Bitches today, and today will be a good day, I hope. Anyhow, thank you so much. Yeah, you're here, not there anymore. Thank you so much for watching, and please subscribe if you enjoy the podcast. And just keep in mind, whenever you're doing crafts, you're making the world a more beautiful place. And for that, I thank you. Have a wonderful week. Visit the podcast group on Ravelry, and the blog has show notes and all that. And that's it. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really appreciate it. Have a good week. Bye-bye.